Now I'm going to go on to powder brushes. So the main types of brushes that you will see for powder brushes, I'll do powder foundations, like mineral powders, are going to be like this. So they are generally called Kabuki brushes. This one's a really common one from Bare Minerals. It is really made to buff into the powder, like you buff it into the cap, and then you buff it onto your skin. So again, these are going to have a circular base because it's made to be used in a circular motion on your face. That's really what gets the product like nice and even and like on your skin well. This one is from Tarte. So difference between these is really how dense these bristles are. So it's going to be a super dense packed bristle, really good for getting a full coverage quite fast. It's a little bit looser, so it's going to be more of a buildable coverage. It's going to apply a medium amount, and you can add more and more depending on how much coverage you want. This one, it is also a Kabuki brush as well, but this one, I know you can't see it on a video very well, it's actually like a looser bristle. So this tends to do better for bronzers. Also, since this one has such a sharp edge, I actually really like to use it right on my cheekbone to kind of carve that out before I start buffing. Preference thing, you don't have to use it that way, but when something has a sharp edge like that, it can sometimes leave a line, so I use it very purposely. Setting powder brushes. So you're going to see setting powder brushes like this. So you might see it has two different consistencies of hairs on there. These are actually, it's called a dual fiber brush. So it's really intentional. It's supposed to be a little bit more of a sheer setting powder. And then this one has an angle on it. So anytime there's an angle on a brush, it's really intended to fit the form of your face a little bit more easily. So keep that in mind when you're getting one. If that's not how you want to use it, or if you don't like how that feels on your face, it's not natural, there's other brushes. You don't have to use one that's shaped like this. There's also like this, a Sigma powder brush, large powder brush. It's really your classic, pretty like loose bristles, like it's, I guess, kind of dense. This one would be kind of a medium coverage if you're going to be like baking. I like to use this one to kind of like push the product on. And then something like this is what I would use to kind of dust the excess off after a few minutes. So then there's also sometimes you'll see powder brushes that are flat like this. So this compared to like this. So this type of a brush, since it has that flat side, really it's not meant to be like used in a circular motion. With this one, you'd be more like pressing. This I tend to really consider a better brush for a powder, like a pressed powder. You'd swirl it in there and then you'd actually press it onto the skin versus, you could sweep a little bit, but it's really not going to be great for like sideways sweeping. You'll just get a ton of fly out from it.